The Necron tomb world is deserted. However, there's a massive green tide of orcs coming this way, and the Necrons need to awake. Warhammer 40k Battle Report. Necrons versus Orks. It's coming right up.
Necrons!
Nick speaking, and welcome to this video. And if you're new to the channel and you want to keep up to date with the Wonders of Warhammer 40k, please subscribe and hit the bell button to turn on all notifications so you don't miss an upload. Right, I am back with Richard. Hello Richard.
Hello Nick, great to be back.
And this is Richard from Capatan Morgans Wargames. If you haven't seen his channel yet, there is a link in the description below. I definitely recommend you check it out. And today, Richard has brought his 2,000 point tournament Ork Army. And of course, I am playing Necrons. This is going to be fun. Right, first of all, let's have a look at the Necron Army. Okay, so here is my 2,000 point Surge Crons list. We've got a battalion detachment in the Seraptek Dynasty. Heading up the force, we've got a Canoptic Cloaked Cryptic with the Veil of Darkness, Warlord trait, Hyperlogical Strategist. We've then got an Overlord there with a Warsigh. Troops wise, 10 Tesla Immortals, 5 Tesla Immortals and 6 Tesla Immortals. And then in the fast attack choice, we've got 7 Tomb Blades. They've got the Tesla guns, we've also got the 3+ save and ignores cover. We've then got 6 destroyers, and in the elite slots we've got a Triarch Stalker with a heat ray, and then at the back we've got 2 annihilation barges, Tesla underneath the vehicles. And then in the Novok Dynasty we've got an auxiliary heavy support detachment, and that is the Seraptek with the generator guns. And that is 2,000 points exactly and gives me 8 CPs. Okay, so here is Richard's Orks. Richard, what have you got?
Right, I've got 3 battalions. My first battalion is an Evil Sons detachment. It's got the big mech in mega armour, and they'll have a custom force field, power core and custom mega blaster. It's a Weird Boy.
Yep.
Pain Boy.
Okay.
Troops, I've got a 30-man unit of Orks with 3 tank busters, and the knob in that has got a power claw. This one has 30 man in, again 3 tank buster bombs in there. Then I've got a 20-man unit and there's 2 tank buster bombs in there.
Okay.
In my second battalion I've got Captain Budrock, I've got Weird Boy, I've got a unit of 10 boys, 2 units of 10 Gretchen.
Yep.
In my third battalion I made it a Dreadwar detachment, but it's Bad Moons as well. So I've got the big mech with the souped up the Shocker. I've got a Weird Boy, a Plain Boy in there.
Yep.
I've got 5 tank busters, 2 squig bombs, a 15-man looter, a 10-man looter. I've got a 30-man unit of Gretchen.
Yep.
A 20-man unit of Gretchen and 1 10-man.
Okay, so this is basically going to be your tournament army.
This is my tournament army.
There's a couple of proxies in there because they're not quite ready.
No.
But yeah, and these have been painted with contrast paint.
Yeah, the green ones and all these Gretchen.
And these here.
Yeah, and
looking pretty good.
And these second set of 15 looters.
Okay.
Most of them. So.
Excellent. Right. Well, there's definitely a lot of orcs, so I think we better get on and set up. Okay, so we are ready to go. We are playing Strategic Gamble from Chapter Approved. There's going to be 6 objectives, and we are playing Table Quarters. Richard, at the moment, has deployed and is going first. There's a massive sea of orcs here. However, there's still 30 boys in reserve using a stratagem. 1 objective in Rich's deployment zone. The rest of the objectives are actually on my side of the table, which is obviously why I chose this side. We've got 1 just there, 1 over there, one behind this tomb, one just here. Is that all of them? That's only 4. Aha! Another one just over there. So I of course have deployed, I've got my Tomb Blades and the Annihilation Barge on that side, a bunch of Immortals with the Overlord there, the Cryptic, within 3 inches of what I could, with the Destroyers, Triarch Stalker, more Immortals and another Barge. Richard, how are you feeling about this mission and game?
Yeah, I mean it's going to be down to the fine margins, isn't it? That's what this game's always about, fine margins. I've got enough bodies on the board.
Yeah, you certainly have enough bodies.
It's going to be a war whether I can get into you and get rid of your volume of shots.
I think ideally I really do need to seize the initiative.
Yes, I think that would give you a lot.
Yeah, so this is the roll. This is the roll. I have the Necron dice. I've got rid of those stupid white dice that just rolled incredibly bad in my last game. And I'm going to roll a 6. I can feel it in my Necron bones. Okay, here we go. 6! Oh, no, it's just a 4. Okay, so the Necrons are not going first. So let's see what the Orks can do. Okay, so of course this is a Maelstrom of War mission. And the way it works is you get 3 cards in your hand per turn. You are able to disregard 2 cards in favour of another card, and if you achieve the other card you get double the points. Now, Richard originally drew behind enemy lines and secure objective 3, which is over there in the building, so he disregarded those 2 and got domination instead. He also has aerial denial at the moment. In his movement phase he jiggled around a few of the Orks to make space, effectively bringing this big squad of Orks and the Pain Boy and the other characters forward. The Gretchen here just moving up, and these guys here have mobbed up, so it's a squad of 40 boys now there. And we're just moving into the Psychic phase. Okay, so first of all we've got Warpath, unit 40. What does this give you?
Gives me an extra attack.
Right.
It's a alt value of 7. He's got +3 to this.
Okay, so
5, that's 8.
Yep.
So it
goes off. Alright.
Then he's going to cast the jump.
Jump.
And that's the perils, but it goes off.
Okay. Is that a perils because you get the plus dice?
Yeah,
oh, right.
As soon as I hit 12.
Okay, yeah, right.
So he takes 1 mortal wound.
Okay, that's a good start for the Necrons, look. I haven't even woken up yet and there's a mortal wound. Okay, so that's all the psychic powers in this phase, so we're going to do the jump next. 40 boys jumping across the table. Okay, so the 40 boys have ended up here 9 inches away from my Annihilation Barge and Destroyers. Lots and lots of Orks coming my way. Right, next up, the shooting phase. Okay, so first of all these guys over here are shooting. We've got some coming in on the Annihilation Barge first.
Yeah.
Yep. So 15 here, I believe.
Yeah. 5s or 6s. 6s of course being more dagger.
Right.
Strength 4, toughness 6.
Yep.
So 5s. So 2
go through.
2 go through.
So we got a 4+ save. Saved 1 of them. Damage.
Is 1.
Just 1. Okay, so now we're on to the Destroyers from the same mob of boys.
Again, 6s and 5s. Nothing extra.
Nothing extra, right.
So, strength 4, toughness 6.
Toughness 5, yeah.
There's still 5.
Yeah.
So I'll get 2 again.
2 saves.
2 saves.
And a bit of cover save there. So 2+, save both. Okay, so next is the Looters. They're going to shoot at the Destroyers as well. So how many shots? 2 each?
1.
No, 1 each.
1 each.
1 each, right. So 10 bullets coming in, needing 5s.
That's 5. 2 1s.
That's a 3 there, or did you roll a 5?
There, that was a 5.
Oh, okay, yeah, fine.
1 Decker. So 4 go through. Strength 7, freeze. 2.
Okay. Okay, so 2 saves on the destroyers, -1, so it'll be a 3+ save. And I've got double 6.
Nice.
Okay, so next up we've got the big squad of looters on the top of the tomb shooting into the tomb blades here. So, -1 to hit. How many shots though?
I'm going to re-roll that.
Re-roll the command point, 2 shots each.
That's
Okay.
not.
So you need just 6s effectively, yeah? Because you're -1, yeah?
No, because it's the more Decker is the same. It's regardless of modifiers.
So it makes absolutely no difference that you're -1.
Yeah, because that's the beauty of
Ork cheese right there, look.
Yeah, that's the beauty of Decker.
So lots of 5s but not many 6s.
2, 4, 6, 8 so far, plus whatever I get out of here. So that's 10, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So that's 2, 3, 4.
There's a lot of re-rolls going on. What's going on?
The reroll ones and the others from the more Decker. So strength 7.
Strength 7, toughness 5.
So freeze.
Yeah, toughness 5.
So take out 1s, 2s. And that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. At -1.
10 wounds, right. Okay, let's get some dice. Okay, so 10 wounds at -1, so that's a 4+ save. 1, 2, 3 fouls.
2 damage.
2 damage each. Okay, so I've lost 3 tomb blades, and Rich has just used a stratagem allowing him to shoot again. So here we come once again. 3 shots each. That is not looking promising for my little tomb blades here. Okay, so Rich, talk me through these dice rolls here, so we know what's going on.
So I've got 45 shots.
Yep.
With more Decker, meaning 5s and 6s produce extra hits. I can re-roll 1s because they're bad moons. So, and then I have to re-roll. Then I have a roll for all the extra.
Okay, and the -1 on my tomb blades makes no difference.
It makes no difference.
Okay.
Because it's regardless of modifiers.
Here we go then.
So that's a 1. 8, 12 there.
So these are the re-rolls of the ones.
And they produce another 3. So that's 15.
Okay, so now you're re-rolling 15 because you've got 15 5s and 6s.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then I get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And you get to re-roll those ones.
Yeah, there's only 1 in this lot, but
Okay.
so
that's to hit.
yeah.
Right.
So now freeze to wound.
Yep. Strength 7, toughness 5.
Take away 1s and 2s, which there isn't that many of. So that's 3, 6, 9, 12, 15.
15, and I'm at -1.
And you're at -1.
Okay, so 15 saves. We have fouled more than 4, so that is the Tomb Blades wiped out and first strike. Okay, so next up we've got the souped up shock attack gun on the tomb there, so finding out how many shots first.
9.
9 shots, and that's the strength as well, is it?
This is the strength.
This is the strength, right. Strength 4.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right, okay.
And you're shooting at the destroyers, aren't you, yeah?
Yeah.
Right. So 9 shots coming in on the destroyers, needing 5s and 6s, is it? Yep.
So I get a reroll 1s.
Reroll 1s, because bad moons.
No. So
Okay.
4 go through. Then
And then top.
5s again.
Yep, yep. 5s.
So 2.
2 5s, not bad. Minus
-5.
-5. Okay, so that's -5, so no saves. So we're going to go in straight to the damage.
First one.
1 dead.
Second one.
D6 damage, yeah?
Yeah.
2 dead. Okay, so we are now in the assault phase, and first of all, these 20 boys have declared a charge on my destroyers. It is a 9-inch charge, but they get +1, so they only need an 8 on the dice roll. So it would be nice to kill a few before that happens. Let's find out in Overwatch. Okay, here we go. We need 6s. We get 2 6s. Strength 6. We're going to need 3s, so 2 saves, which I doubt you'll get a save on that.
I will.
Oh, you got invulnerable save? Oh,
Yeah.
more orc cheese, look. Don't you love it?
Yeah, we're well in within 15.
Okay, so that's a 5+, yeah?
2 5+, yeah.
Okay.
And I've also got Feel No Pain because the Pain Boy's within.
Okay.
No, so.
Feel No Pain is on a 5 or a 6?
6s.
Oh, okay.
So 2 die.
Right, 2 are dead. Are they going to make the assault range though? Let's find out.
8 on the dice.
8 on the dice.
But I get to re-roll
Of course they do. They're in.
11 inches.
Gonna do it?
Yeah, I'm going
Yeah.
to declare against both.
Okay, so Richard is declaring the Annihilation Barge and the Immortals for an assault, so we need to do some Overwatch. Okay, so first of all are the Immortals. We've got 6 in that unit, so we need 6s. We get 4 6s. So those 6s give me 8 extra hits. Okay, strength 5, toughness 4, 3s. So 7 saves in total, no AP from Tesla, of course. 5s. Save 3.
Yeah. So 4 die.
4 dead. Okay, so now the Annihilation Barge, the green dice, the big gun, and the black dice, the small gun. So we need 6s. We get 1 6 on the big gun. Okay, so now we're coming at strength 7, so it's going to be 3s again, and 2 go through, so 2 more saves.
Oh, sure. So, no.
Do you want to re-roll it? Just re-roll
No,
it.
that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so 2 more dead, and now we need to see what the assault range is. So I believe it's another 8 on the Annihilation Barge.
Yeah, it's an 11 on the...
11 on the Immortals. +1 to this.
6, 7.
7.
But because of the mob rule I can re-roll
1, yeah.
7.
7.
Yeah,
Not in.
not in.
Right, okay, let's get into combat with these guys here. Okay, so here we go. You've got 37 attacks, yeah?
Yeah. Hitting on 3s.
Strength 4, yeah?
Yeah, toughness 5. Toughness is
Yep,
5.
5s.
On the dice.
A few 5s and 6s there, I can see. Okay, so 8 saves. We've saved them all apart from 1.
So 1 damage.
Okay, so the destroyers attacking back. We need 3s. Lots of 6s there, look at that. And we are strength 4, so it'll be 4s. Okay, so we've got 3 saves on those orc boys.
2 die.
2 dead. So Richard is now debating whether to assault again. Right, okay, so Richard has decided to go again. He's now down to 3 command points. So, those boys fighting again. Okay, to hit, 5s and 6s.
No, it's 3s.
Oh, 3s. Ah.
Because it's close combat.
Yeah, of course, yeah. I was getting carried away, you see.
They like their close combat. They like it more than... And then 5s.
Now 5s and 6s to wound. Good amount of 5s and 6s there.
That's better, isn't it?
Okay, so 16 saves on my 4 destroyers. Hopefully we roll well. Come on. Okay, I can see 1, 2, 3 wounds. 3 wounds in total. Okay, so the destroyer with 2 wounds is dead, and that destroyer there takes a wound. There is no morale of any significance that's going to make a difference. So that is the end of Orks turn 1. Did you manage to score any of your objectives?
I scored area denial. 1 victory point for 6. I couldn't get clear things to make it for D3, but it's a point.
So you get a point for aerial denial. Okay, let's find out what the Necrons can do. Okay, so I drew my 3 cards. I've got Overwhelming Firepower, which I'm going to keep. However, I also got Psychological Warfare and Code of Combat, which I'm going to disregard for another card, which I did, and I got Secure Objective 6, which is this one just here. That is worth double points if I manage to achieve it. Right, next up we've got some reanimation protocols from the destroyers. So I've got 3 destroyers to get back up on a 4+ because of the cryptek. And we get 1 up. Okay, so we've done some moving. Moved the Annihilation Barge just there. The destroyers fell back and have just moved there, trying to make good use of the obelisk as much as possible. Over this side of the table I've moved the Annihilation Barge onto the objective, and I've put the Stalker there, trying to hide behind that big obelisk from those looters on top of the building. And then the Immortals went onto the piece of terrain. The Seraptek couldn't really move, he's blocked in a bit there, but I have moved him up towards the blob of boys. I gave My Will Be Done to the big squad of Immortals and used a CP to give that to the small squad as well. I didn't get any command points back from the Sotek special rule. And then we've got the Cryptek just hanging out there. And that was it. So, shooting wise, I'm going to start off, as they're only just in range, the squad of 5 Immortals shooting at these boys here. They are now out of range of all of the extra saves, so they've just got a 6+ save. So let's get shooting. Right, we're coming in, we've got 10 shots. My Will Be Done gives us +1 to hit. So the 1 missed and the 5s become 6s, so we get 4 extra hits. Right, strength 5, toughness 4, we need 3s. Okay, take the 1s and 2s out. Okay, so that leaves 8 saves for the Orks, needing 6s.
No 6s.
No 6s, 8 dead. Okay, so now the unit of 10 Immortals, so 20 shots. They've got My Will Be Done, so +1 again. So we're looking to take out the 1s, just the 2 taken out, and the 5s and 6s gives us 2 extra hits. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Another 10 shots. Okay, so coming in, we need 3s. Look at this Necron Daka. Okay, so take the 1s and 2s out. Richard's going to have to make a lot of 6s.
They're dead.
Okay, so Richard is just taking them off. So that gives me first strike.
And it scores you no prisoners.
And it scores me no prisoners indeed. So let's see what else I'm going to do. Okay, so next is the Annihilation Barge. I'm going to shoot these little Gretchen just there. So we're coming in, the green dice the big gun, black dice the small guns. So we need 3s. Just 1 miss, we got 4 6s in total, so we've got loads of extra dice. So let's grab these. So strength 7 and strength 6, so it's going to both need 2s. Take the 1s out. There you go, there's no AP, but 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 saves. Okay, so these are all the saves. We need 6s. There are a few 6s in there, but not enough. Nope. Okay, Gretchen are dead. Okay, so next is the Triarch Stalker on these boys with the Heat Ray. I'm going to do the dispersed one, which is a heavy 2d6. Okay, we've got 7 shots. Okay, so it automatically hits. Now we're going to be wounding its strength 5, so 3s. 1 misses, that's at -1 AP.
So 6 die.
6 die. Okay, so next I'm going to shoot the small squad of Immortals at those boys. No My Will Be Done, but now I can re-roll the 1s from the Stalker. Okay, here we go then. So we need 3s. No 1s on there, so just the 2s to take out. And now we need 3s again, strength 5. 3s, take the 1s and 2s out. And we've got 6, 7 saves. No AP.
1 side survives.
6 more dead?
Yeah.
Okay, so next up, the Annihilation Barge at those guys. Again, re-rolling the ones. Okay, here we go. So we can re-roll that one. Get a 6, excellent. So I can see 4 6s there. Okay, so strength 6 and 7, I'll need 3s either way to wound. Take those 2s out. And the 1, we've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 wounds in total. 12 saves, meaning 6s.
None.
None. 12 more dead. Okay, so next up, the Seraptek with its generators shooting at the boys which are left. So we've got 6 D3 shots. Okay, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 shots. Okay, so we need 3s, re-rolling the 1s from the Stalker. We've got no 1s, so they take the 2s out, so we've got 4 shots that miss. Okay, so it's strength 8, we're going to need 2s to wound. Any 6s are mortal wounds. We've got 1 6, which is a mortal wound, and then we've got those to save. So -3 damage, so no saves there, so that's another 10 dead. How many more have you got? There's going to be a few left, isn't there?
3 left.
3 left, and I've run out of guns. I really wanted to kill that unit off because that would have been 3 units destroyed from shooting, which I have the card from. I'm just going to double check, but I don't think I've got any guns left. Oh, I do have destroyers. But I don't think they're in range. Okay, so I did have the destroyers to shoot, but they're not in range of anything as they're cowering behind the obelisk. So, just 3 guys there. Richard just rolled his leadership, and you failed it. Yeah. So those are dead, which means I have actually, although I've killed 3 units, that was destroyed in the morale phase, so I didn't kill them in the shooting phase, so only gets 1 point for overwhelming firepower. However, I have secured objective 6, and that's worth double points, so that's 2 points, and I got first strike, so I get 4 points. Richard is currently on 2. Now Richard does have some reserves, which of course he doesn't have to bring out on turn 2, but I would imagine he will. So let's move in to the Orks turn 2. Okay, so Richard's taken his men off there, but it is Orks turn 2, and his objective cards are here. Secure objective 1, which is the one right in the middle, unoccupied at this moment in time. He's also got Master the Warp, do a successful psychic power or deny one, which he's definitely going to be able to do. And then we've got Get 'em Boss, which is score 1 victory point if an enemy model was slain by your warlord in the fight phase. Okay, so end of the movement phase. Not too much moving on that side of the table. However, these guys did come in. The Pain Boy, Weird Boy and Big Mech did move from behind the building there just to be in range of these newly painted boys. Right, we're going to move into the psychic phase.
Yeah.
So, what psychic powers are you going to use this time?
Right, so he's going to use the jump. The
jump.
Yeah.
Goes off, and that gives you a point because of your card there. Successful psychic power. So you're jumping. What are you jumping?
The tank busters.
Tank busters. Oh, ouch. Right. Okay, let's see where the tank busters go. Okay, so now we're going to do Warpath, giving +1 attack to that big squad of boys that have just come in. 10. Is that +3 again? Perils?
2, so he's got 1 left.
Okay, 1 wound left on that guy, but the psychic power does go off, so +1 attack for that big squad of boys. Right, we've just had a smite come in as well on the Annihilation Barge, and I took 1 mortal wound. Right, we're going to go into the shooting phase. Okay, so shooting phase, those looters have targeted the Annihilation Barge and they rolled 1 shot for each gun, so these are the shots coming in.
So 2 deckers, 1 there. So I get 2 extra shots. Nothing.
No,
so
3. Strength 7, toughness 6, 3s.
So 2 go through, -1.
Okay, how about cover save? tie it up.
You're over 3/4, so yeah, go on then.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so 3 4 pluses. I save 1, 2 go through. That's
So
4 damage.
2 damage a piece, yeah. So you get 2 quantum shieldings, do you?
Oh yeah. 2 quantum shielding saves. We need 1s. No, so it's 4 damage. Okay, so Richard has used his last command points. He's shooting that big squad of looters up there at the destroyers. So how many shots each are we going to have?
1.
1 again.
So.
Let's put some lights on. Otherwise I might get complaints, my lighting's no good.
6, 9, 12.
Okay, 15 shots coming in, needing 5s and 6s, yeah? No 1s to reroll?
We had 1 1.
1 1.
So I get 4 more. Which I convert 3.
Okay,
So 3s.
got 1 and a 2, so 5 saves.
5 saves.
Okay, so -1, we need 4s. We get 2 go through, so that's 4 wounds. Okay, so the big shock attack gun shooting at the destroyers as well.
6 shots.
6 shots, strength 5. Get the bullets out, it's not too bad of a roll. 50, over 50% in.
One of them was a 1. And one's a decker. No. So 4 in.
Okay. 4s, strength 5 wasn't it?
Yeah.
4s.
1.
1 wound, right.
-5.
-5, so yeah, that goes straight through. Damage.
Yeah, he's dead.
Yeah, he's only on 1 wound anyway, so plop. Another one dead. Okay, so next up we've got these guys here, what they call tank busters.
Yeah.
Shooting the squig bombs, is it?
And the squid
As well, right, okay, so everything's shooting into Mr. Seraptek. We need.
So I can re-roll all hits.
Okay,
So,
need 5s or 6s, do you?
Yeah.
Okay. So you get 4 through.
That's a 1.
Okay, so you re-roll it, do you?
No.
It's not bad moons, is it?
Yeah, they're bad moons, so I get 4 decker. I'd already re-rolled all.
Okay.
So no, because they've moved, so it's only 6s. So 4.
Okay. 4.
Strength 8.
Toughness 8.
So 4s again. 2.
2 go through.
-2.
-2, so I'll be on my 5 up in Von, which I saved none of them.
So that's 6 damage to him.
Straight 6 damage. Okay, end of the shooting phase. We had some pop shots coming over here into the Annihilation Barge, which is now down to 5 wounds. And now we've got some assaulting just over here. Okay, so in the assault phase I managed to kill 8 of these orcs from Overwatch. They got into assault, all of the characters got in. I'm down to 2 wounds on the Annihilation Barge using the stratagem quantum deflection, which actually helps me out quite a bit. And the Stalker is down to 9 wounds. I killed nothing in the assault. So that is the end of Ork's turn 2. Now he managed to manifest 3 psychic powers, so he gets D3 amount of points. So how many? 2. So he gets 2 points for that. Any other points?
And the secure objective 1.
Oh yes, so you got a point for that. So catching up on points as we move in to Necron's turn 2. Okay, so Necron turn 2, starting off with Reanimation Protocol on 4 destroyers on a 4+ from the Cryptek. We get 2 backup. Then all 3 vehicles here get 1 wounds back from living metal. Okay, next, my will be done on the big squad of immortals. I'm also going to use a command point and put my will be done on the small squad of immortals. Just out of reference, my quantum deflection card that I played earlier, I did actually get the CP back from the Sotek Dynasty, so let's see if I can get this one back on a 5+. I do. Okay, so my cards, I've got Secure Objective 4, which my destroyers are on. I disregarded 2 cards which I couldn't really do, and I got King Slayer, which is worth double points, so it's going to be D6 points if I can kill the Warlord, which is here, this turn. So we'll see what happens there. Right, I am going to do some moving. Okay, so the Necrons have moved. I moved the Annihilation Barge just up here onto that objective. These guys, again, just spreading out at the back, with the Immortals moving slightly forward to get all guns in range of this blob over here. In the meantime, the Stalker fell back here, the Annihilation Barge fell back there, and the Immortals got within 3 inches of that objective. And big boy Seraptek, well, I had to go backwards, but I managed to get him into this little gap just here. And that was my movement phase. So now we're going to shoot. Okay, so end of the shooting phase. So I basically shot everything at these boys here, managing to clear them off, and then the Seraptek shot the big mech, killing him outright. Very useful. Over here I killed a couple of looters from this Annihilation Barge. I didn't roll particularly well. And over here I rolled better. I shot up into those looters, however Richard got quite a good amount of saves, and again I killed 2 looters still. That's 4 less guns coming in at me. Right, we are now in the assault phase, and I am going to declare an assault on the 2 characters which are standing within distance of my rather large Seraptek. Okay, so in the assault phase I managed to kill both of those characters. However, I did have to use the re-roll stratagem, so I assaulted twice. I've got 3 command points left. So I managed to secure objective 4, and now I've got Kingslayer as well as Slay the Warlord. However, that Kingslayer is worth D6 points. So this is a huge, huge roll. Let's see how many we get. 6. Okay. Richard is quietly calm. You're quietly calm, aren't you?
Yeah,
you calm.
I mean, I've got to find a 9-point swing, but I think I can do that.
Yeah.
If I get the right card.
Exactly. So let's find out what happens in Orks turn 3. Okay, so turn 3 for the Orks. The cards were drawn. Richard had to get this objective, which he easily did, and then he had to kill a fly unit. The other one he couldn't do. So we started off with the jump, moving these Gretchen over here behind the building. He then proceeded to shoot the Annihilation Barge, giving him 1 point for his objective cards. And then the looters and the weird gun, what's it called?
With the shock
attack gun, suit up, shock attack gun, there you go. Shot into the Seraptek. The attack gun failed to do any damage. However, the looters did take 4 wounds off the Seraptek. We're now down to 18. And then it went into the assault phase. Richard tried to assault with the Gretchen onto the Immortals, but failed the charge. So we did get 2 points back that turn as we move in to the Necron turn 4. Okay, so Necron turn 4. All the vehicles there got 1 point back for living metal. And now we're going to do some RP on my destroyers. So we've got 2 rolls to make. We need 4+ because of the crit tech. We get 1 of the destroyers back up. Okay, so this is what I did, is I moved these Immortals back, shot the Gretchen, killed 6 of them. I just trundled these slightly forward and moved the Overlord in amongst this unit. I forgot to move the Triarch Stalker, I have to be honest. And of course it only has a 24-inch gun. I'm used to those heavy Gauss cannons at 36 inches. However, that happened there. The Immortals just bundled slightly forward to get some guns in range at the looters on top of this building, and I moved the Annihilation Barge there. I had the card to kill a Psyker, Witch Hunter, so I moved the Seraptek up over towards the last Psyker over there. I also had Defend Objective 6 with my Warlord, which is this objective here, so I ignored that card, but I also had Area Denial, and Richard has no models within 12 inches, so that was going to be a D3 result. I then proceeded to shoot. I shot the looters out with the Seraptek, Immortals and Annihilation Barge. What was left died from morale, and over this side I killed all of the looters apart from 1 with the destroyers, and the last one also died from morale. I then assaulted the Seraptek into the 2 characters there, killing one of them and taking only 1 wound off of the other one, so I assaulted twice. I did manage to gain a command point back. I've got 1 command point left, so I killed both characters, so I got another point there, and I got another point after rolling a 1 on the D3 result for that objective in the middle, tactical denial. Right, okay, so I'm quite a bit in front. We're going to go on and play turn 5. Okay, so turn 5 for the Orks, the Gretchen managing to get into assault with the Immortals at the back, killing 4 of them. I wasn't able to overwatch because the building was in the way and I couldn't see them. So surrounding this guy so I can't fall back and shoot the Gretchen so they can survive. And then over here Richard had 2 objective points to try and get this one here and also this one, and because it disregarded 2 to get this one, this was worth double the points. So managed to get the Gretchen within range. We did assault. I killed 3 Gretchen from Overwatch. And then over here he assaulted and shot the Seraptek with everything that he had, taking the Seraptek down to 9 wounds. I killed 8 Gretchen. I totally whiffed my assault on this guy though, down to the depreciation of my stats. So Richard actually gained 3 points back that turn as we move in to Necrons turn 5. Okay, so Necrons turn 5. I managed to get the destroyer back, so these are at full strength. I drew my cards. I had to get 3 units within Richard's deployment zone, which I've managed to do. That gave me D3 and I rolled 3 points. I then had to secure an objective, which I did, and then secure another objective, which I did. We haven't actually played out the turn because it's pretty obvious what's going to happen here, and we've ended the game at 20 victory points for the Necrons and 9 victory points for the Orks. Okay, so there you go, the Necrons have won. Now sadly Richard had to shoot off, so we weren't able to do the synopsis of the battle report at the end. However, Richard has recorded a video clip for me which is coming right up. So, a good, solid Necron victory. I was very happy with that. I think I played the mission quite well. I had the objectives in a good place. I deployed well, and I think I did my target priorities pretty well. Of course, I was pretty lucky with that objective card and rolling a 6, plus I got to slay the Warlord. That was worth 7 points. And the score was, of course, 29. Now, of course, I still would have won even without that card, but that did make Richard's job very difficult. It pushed me quite a bit in the lead. I have to say, I really liked that mission. That's my favourite mission so far out of the chapter approved missions that I've played. I have to admit, I haven't been a huge fan of some of those missions. They seem to be a little bit biased towards one army or another. However, I thought that mission was spot on, really. I liked the way that the Maelstrom side of it was done. Quite a clever idea. Okay, let's find out and see what Richard thought of the game.
Thanks for your hospitality with us this afternoon. Sorry I had to cut short and run and we didn't get to do a summary or the tactics videos today. This is how I saw the game go. The score was 29 as you know, but I made mistakes in that game that you capitalised on, and you had one bit of luck with the dice on the objective where you scored double the points, and it was D3, so it became a D6 and you scored 6, so that maxed, and I didn't get any cards like that at all. The one I did was for 1 point, so I scored 2 points. It's a bit of a difference, but it was the mistakes that I made that cost me the game. I'll go through them now. So my first mistake was the way I deployed the objectives. I think that might be down to me playing Out Suns, highly mobile armies and such, and so I'm used to having them over towards my opponents side of the board, and but then coming across, I think I left myself too much to do in that respect. I needed to maybe place the objectives closer to my side of the board, so I didn't have far to go, and I didn't have the jump to get to them and stuff. Then the map, you've got to choose map, and deployment zones and that table quarters really hurt me. For an army that has 200 models, fitting it in that tiny square is extremely difficult. But Matt said again, you played perfect mission perfectly. I didn't. First in-game mistake was the mobbing up to that unit 40 and the jumping, not keeping within 18 inches of my warlord, and for that 5+ invult, and the keeping the pain boy within his distance to give me a for getting the pain boy into getting the pain boy to get that feel no pain, that hurt as well. And then of course I had second turn, I had jumped and I teleported those 2 units in. They made their charges, but I didn't kill anything, so I couldn't get in and wrap it and consolidate into your immortals and stop and maybe keep them alive, so that I could then do more damage next turn round, which was what my plan was just to wrap around one of your models and like I did at the end with the grots on that single immortal. But that's the way it goes sometimes. I'll learn from the game. I thought it was a brilliant game. Well done to you for winning, and I'll come back and we'll play again, and maybe next time I'll beat you.
Okay, so we now drop the dice. That's the outtake done.